Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show for you today. Big Brad Betts. How we doing, big dog?
It could be better if PSG would have actually given us a performance in the final. They didn't, but that's something that we can learn from for next season. As soon as that semi-final is over, most of that money is had, so we could see some issues in the final. Something we'll take going forward.
There we go. There we go, man. Big happy birthday to our man Liddy. Dude, 26 years old. Liddy, way to go, buddy. Look at you. Happy birthday, my man. Proud of you, man. Thank you for everything that you've done around here. But more importantly, thank you for your friendship. Big thank you. And happy birthday, buddy. Indeed. All right. Well, it's a different kind of a show today. So we've got soccer, we've got the home run derby. That's it. Then we got the All-Star game, and then we got nothing. We got nothing but soccer the rest of the week. Look, we might be hitting some table tennis. I've been eyeing some snooker. All right. Look, dude, I was trying to think of a pool hall in Nashville. I was trying to think of like a seedy one, but I couldn't come to anything in mind. Yeah. I was over there at JB's off Myatt Drive, late night running a little snooker on everybody.
It's the second floor of the Second Avenue bar that used to have that great pool hall, but it closed. Buffalo Billiards? That was like my favorite place in Nashville. Man, the pool halls are going downhill.
Yeah, they are. Was that on Second Avenue?
It was, yes. I think so. It was either off Second or right there on that corner. You have to go upstairs. Yeah.
You're right. I know exactly what you're talking about. Exactly. Yeah, it was near like that little market area.
It was like one of the last places you could smoke in Nashville, actually.
It was. Dude, there's a bar in Mount Juliet called USA Sports Bar. That's it. USA Sports Bar. That's the name of it.
It would be in Juliet.
Oh, and you could smoke your heart's content. It feels weird, like, because I mean, what other like areas can you just openly smoke inside? Yeah. But it's one of them, and it's funny that like I'll listen to people like complain to like the owner, like when we're there, and it's 10 o'clock at night, doing whatever, and people are complaining. The guy who owns it's like, okay, what do you want me to do? Like this is the only place you can smoke. It's known people come here because they can smoke. Like you're gonna have to go to another bar. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, but it's funny. Aubie, what's good, man? Matty boy, I'm going to be out on the live shows this week, gang, training a class. I'll be here in spirit and watching afterwards. All right, good luck with the class. Teaching them some. Well, I was going to pull another. You're teaching them snooker. That's what we need. We need to go find the world's greatest snooker better. I don't need player, but better. Somebody out there is paying rent off snooker, and I want to find them. Brad, I've been putting together tables and all kinds of stuff. You see behind me here? I've actually had to start like cleaning up this room. And yeah, dude. Jeff Stacy, how about betting the WNBA? You know what? In. Absolutely. And then they're coming up on their All-Star break as well, I believe. I think it's coming up here pretty soon. All right. Let's get into our picks for today. I've done enough yapping. All right. The poll. Who do we have in the poll winning? I didn't put it down on the Howie Schwab on the graphic here. I believe we've got Cal Raleigh. Well, I'll go through the odds here in a minute, but the options were Cal Raleigh, O'Neal Cruz, Brent Rooker, and Byron Buxton. So it didn't list James Wood. Are we going James Wood? We're going to talk about it here in just a second. All right. Brad, let's get into it, man. What do you got today?
Yes, sir. We're headed to this Swedish matchup here at noon Central Time. matchup in the Allsvenskan, the top flight of Swedish football. Taking on Sirius with Mjällby. Look for that over 2.75 on the Asian total at minus 135. You got Sirius, who've scored in 11 straight at home, but 2+ in 2 of their last 3 versus Mjällby and in the league, so they're trending. But they're more of a conceding team. 13 of their last 14, including 34 of their last 37 overall. 2+ in 5 of 6 in the league. 3+ in 4 of 5 versus Mjällby. So in that 2.75, it would really help if Mjällby could push that total by themselves. Both teams have scored 10 of 11 in the league and 9 of 13 over 2.5 at home. So they trend. Both teams have scored, and they also hit the over 2.5 specifically when they're at home, and they trend the over 3.5. Both teams like to get out early with first half goals, but both teams are opposite. You have on the home end, Sirius is more of a first half team. More goals in the first half, with Mjällby more of a second half team. So we're not sure where the goals are going to come, but you do have Mjällby, who scored 20 straight in the league, including 12 straight versus Sirius. Both teams scoring. And then you have Mjällby, who is a conceding team away from home, 18 of 22, 82% of those matches away from home. They're conceding pretty regularly. 7 of 9 hitting BTTS. You like to see that. And then they trend the over as well. But in this matchup history, what we like more than everything, 4 of 5 hit both teams to score, 4 of 5 hit over 2.5, including 5 of the last 7 halves of football had 2+ goals. And the first half alone had 3 goals in 3 of the last 4. Both teams are trending. Both teams don't miss a lot of their big chances as well. So you should see some conversion, and over 2.5 hit in the first half in 4 of the last 5 times they played. Let's hope we get those goals early and often. Sirius versus Mjällby in the Swedish Allsvenskan, the top flight of Sweden, coming up here at 12 Central Time. We're looking for that over 2.75 Asian total at minus 135.
Minus 135. Well done, my boy. All right. 3 plays here, all for the home run derby tonight. So, first one. And I got all these at DraftKings, but you can find them pretty much any major book, right? I didn't go anything too crazy, but I got all these at DraftKings. So, over 239.5 total home runs from everyone tonight. Cal Raleigh, first round, over 21.5 home runs, minus 105. And then longest home run, over 479.5 feet at minus 120. So I saw 10. My man had asked that, I think, longest home run. Can I bet that anywhere? Hell yeah, you can, bro. DraftKings, man, right there. And I can even get it down to 479, baby. There you go. I'll knock it down 10 feet. 1 basketball goal. All right. Yeah, those are the 3 that we are going with. Not right. B said, my tennis bet was not close. Ready for football season already. Hey, keep firing, baby. You all right? Keep bringing it, man. Keep bringing it. I'll ride the next play that you got, big dog. Let it ride. Keep dropping them in. Okay. All right. I think James Wood is the crew's choice. Now, I left him off, Brad. Yeah, I left him off of the poll just because I wanted to see, because I had a feeling that Wood would be the guy, right? Yeah.
So he acts and plays baseball?
He does.
And he's old too. I mean, that guy, what athleticism in that time of his life, incredible.
Yeah. I know. He's a talented man. He really, it's the time. That's what makes him so good. He's so efficient with his time. John Eccles, Raleigh Wood to make the semis, plus 119. I like it. DK, Matty Ice, DK boost on the winner to be from the USA, knocks it down to minus 137. Don't hate that. No, I don't hate that at all. Yeah, not right. Dude, keep firing, baby. Next one you got. Drop it in, man. Okay. Let's get into let's talk about the weather. John, AB, do you like the total at 240.5? Yeah, I do. I think we're going to see some mashing tonight. So, took a snapshot of basically the 3 hours that we're going to be live tonight. All right, in Atlanta, Truist Park, Major League Baseball home run derby tonight. Okay, so first hour, 91. Wind coming from the northwest. This stadium faces Not due south. It's a little southeast. So this is actually perfect weather. 7 miles an hour blowing out. Humidity 55%. Cloud ceiling 30,000 feet. Matty boy said weather. If it's anything other than hot and humid, color me shocked. There you go. So solid, man. What you want to know from this, essentially 55% humidity, wind 7 miles an hour blowing out. Okay. No rain. All right. Second hour. Wind staying the same. Humidity going to 60%. It's going to keep going throughout the game, throughout the home run derby tonight. Humidity is going to keep going up. So wind stays the same, temperature same, humidity going up. And then you can see it at the end of tonight, humidity going way up, going up 12% in an hour and a half tonight. Wind stays the same, temperature, indoor humidity, extremely humid. Dude, it's going to be hot. As DMX said, Brad, it's dark and hell is hot. Yeah, wind's blowing in your favor. Not huge, 6-7 miles an hour, but it is blowing out. It's a park. There's your T-shirt. It's a park. Yeah, it's not little, but be good. All right, Brad, we're gonna go through. Now, normally we select home run hitters, right, for the day. But today we're going all home run derby. Scott asked, AB, any all-star MVP picks? We'll do those tomorrow. We'll be all over that tomorrow. But, yeah, we're just going to go with the derby today. All right, you see it. Cal Raleigh plus 295. O'Neal Cruz plus 330. James Wood plus 450. Matt Olson plus 800. Brett Rooker plus 850. Byron Buxton plus 950. Jazz Chisholm plus 1100. Junior Caminero plus 1,200. Matt Olson there at plus 800 is replacing Ronald Acuna, all right, who was a late scratch. So Olson replacing Acuna and at home. All right. Bradley, where you going?
I'm going to have to go with the most musically talented guy on the list. Give me Jazz Chisholm at plus 1,100. If he moves on anywhere, he's going to have some great value. I'm going to take Jazz.
We're going music, man. Only 3.5 hours away from Music City. And you and me together. All right, I like Jazz Chisholm. I haven't seen anybody playing jazz, and I like it. Jazz will hit well in Truist. Man. All right, so I think as a show, like James Wood is our guy. All right. Talented actor, great hitter. Spell dog, not with Jazz. All right. If I said that word, whoever owns this company would be mad at me. Just kidding. All homies hate Jazz. All right. So you're going Chisholm. I think the show as a whole, we're going James Wood. All right. If I had to take someone, look, you could give me Cal Raleigh right now at plus 295. Cal Raleigh is absolutely hitting the cover off the baseball.
Is Pete Alonso hurt, AB?
Go ahead, say it again. What did you say about it?
Is Pete Alonso hurt?
He's not in it.
What is he doing? This is his event.
Yeah, you know what? I think it was. I think the young Thundercats might have taken over. You know, it's a tall ask. I get it. But I mean, he's had his day in the sun. I will miss that old dude throwing to him though. Wait, okay. All right, so I'm going to take Raleigh. The show is going to take James Wood. Okay, you're going Jazz Chisholm plus 1,100. Okay. Now, there are all kinds of ways to bet this. So we don't have every option on here. I mean, you can bet every single player, down to totals, down to round total, like all of that, right? I'm not going to put it all on your screen here. So, all right, Brad, tell me if any of these stand out to you, okay? All right, total home runs in the Derby, over 239 and a half. We're playing that one. Total home runs in the first round, 154 and a half. Total home runs recorded by Derby winner, 53 and a half. And most home runs by any player in round one, 25 and a half. We're on total home runs, but we're not on any of the other ones. Do any of these stand out to you, Brad?
I think I want to go with the total home runs for the one player at under 25 and a half. I think that number's pretty big. And sometimes you see toward the end of that first round, if they have a lead, they'll just kind of quit. So if you don't have somebody who goes out there and just crushes it early, then sometimes you can just kind of limp under there. And I think the public play would be to want to take that over. I'm going to try and be a little bit of a contrarian here.
Okay. I look, I don't mind it. Like, I went Cal Raleigh first round over 21 and a half. But yeah, that under 25 and a half, it's not a bad look, man. Distance of the longest home run. We're playing that one. We're on the over 479 and a half feet. And then player to hit the longest home run in the Derby. You could bet on that one individually. Brad, any thoughts here?
Longest home run. I kind of want to take Cal Raleigh. I think that he's just going to get a hold of one. It could be early, but I think he's going to really try to make, at least in the first round, make a nice performance there with his family. He's going to have that adrenaline pumping. Who wouldn't want to bet on a guy who's got a little extra motivation?
A little extra juice. Look, and Purple Hawk said it, man. This is Cal's childhood team's ballpark. He's playing tonight. It's my pick, the big dumper. I'm with you.
It's a great pick.
Yeah, I'm with you. Cal Raleigh's absolutely blasted. Cruz with the longest home run just feels right. He'll absolutely park a few of them. Like, it's going to be great hitting weather. Great hitting weather. All right, let's hit our picks one more time. Then let's talk a little soccer on that board there, my boy. All right, what you got?
Coming up here in 2.5 hours in the top flight of Sweden, the Allsvenskan, in a matchup between Sirius taking on Mjölby. We're looking for that over 2.75 at minus 135.
Beautiful. All right, I'm going over 239 and a half total home runs in the Derby. Cal Raleigh, first round, over 21 and a half home runs. And then the longest home run hit tonight by any hitter is over 479 and a half feet. Okay. Now, Brad, what do we have here? Let me see. Bolivia. All right. Dude, I woke up. I'm needing to hear about Bolivia. Talk to me, bro.
Of course, who isn't wanting to talk about Bolivian soccer? But we've talked about it before on this show, and I need to highlight it again, specifically because we're not dealing with a lot of matches today and the next couple days, especially in league football. A lot of those leagues are returning this weekend, but Bolivia is one that has been playing and has been scoring. But with Bolivia, it's been kind of up and down and all around the board. There are some trending figures and some correlated figures, and we need to know that we're on the right side of the bet. And Bolivia, these lines are getting super ugly as these numbers continue to hit. Both teams to score is now hitting 31 of the last 36 matches. That is incredible production at 86% of the last 4.5 match weeks. So pretty much any time Bolivia is playing, take a look at that line, watch it live, and as soon as it drops to a playable number, it is a comfortable bet. And the biggest problem is you're looking at both teams to score over 2.5, and in this league, over 3.5. Well, both teams to score is not as correlated with the over 2.5 as you'd like it to be. In fact, over 3.5 is almost more correlated between the both teams to score than the over 2.5. And that's because when you look at these individual figures, you see that the over 2.5 team total is only hitting 19 of the last 46 matches, which is 41%. So we're not seeing as many of those 2.5 team totals, which is a type of figure you see in a predominantly top heavy league. This was more top heavy, but has since seen a lot of these bottom feeders continue to kick up because there's not as much of a financial advantage between these top teams as the small teams. You can kind of get in, get your feet wet, and get a little bit accustomed to the league if you're a new squad. And what we've seen is win over 2.5 hits, over 3.5 hits. When both teams score hits, over 3.5 hits. When over 2.5 hits, typically over 2.5 team total hits. So really, we're waiting to see if that both teams score hits. We like to play that both teams score. Then if it does, good chance that it could go to the over 2.5. But really, we don't even want to mess with that both teams score to over 2.5. We want to focus in on if it goes to over 2.5, we look for that over 3.5. So drop in live on that both teams to score or look for that over 3.5 live.
Nice, man. Well done, buddy. Well done indeed. Now, let's see. Big Landon said, I made it, gang. Happy Monday. Happy Monday indeed, buddy. Happy Monday indeed. Big John said, AB, how about Tony Vitello killing it on the MLB draft show last night? Vols with 8 players drafted day one. Dude, massive. And Tony Vitello, who is the manager, coach of the Tennessee baseball program, that dude's all over it in terms of recruiting, in terms of all that, getting his face out there. Absolutely all over it. Dude, and you are right, man. Tons of Vols went in the draft, man. Tons of them. It was great. Now, our man, Liam Doyle, all right, went 5th overall to the St. Louis Cardinals. Yeah. Liddy, AB, I see that Raiders hat tucked away back there. Yes, sir. Ready to go. Joe Buckets took Buxton. There we go. Yep, TJ, he did. Liam Doyle got drafted 5th overall to the St. Louis Cardinals, man. It was fantastic. See, number 1 overall in the Nationals, they took Eli Willett, high school shortstop. Number 2, the Angels, they took Tyler Bremer, pitcher from UC Santa Barbara. Number 3 overall, the Mariners took Cade Anderson, left-handed pitcher from LSU. 4th overall, the Rockies, they took Ethan Holiday. All right, you see what his dad did, what his brother's doing. Solid, yeah. And then number 5, Liam Doyle went to the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm trying to think who else in the first round that we covered. Jamie Arnold, Florida State, left-handed pitcher. He went 11th overall to the A's. Gavin Kylan, shortstop for Tennessee, went 13th overall to the Giants. Love to see that. Kyson Witherspoon, right-handed pitcher from Oklahoma, 15th overall to the Red Sox. Merrick Houston, shortstop from Wake Forest. He went 16th overall to the Twins. Wake Forest also, Ethan Conrad, went 17th overall to the Cubs. Ike Irish, Big Aubie. All right. Ike Irish from Auburn went to the Orioles, 19th overall. Andrew Fisher, Tennessee first baseman, went 20th overall to the Brewers. Let's see. Who else did we have in the first round? A lot of high school kids. Gage Wood from Arkansas. He went 26th overall to the Phillies. Jace Laviolette from Texas A&M. He went 27th overall to the Guardians. Who else? Caden Bodine, the catcher from Coastal Carolina, he went to the Orioles, 30th overall. Aloy, the shortstop from Arkansas, he went 31st overall to the Orioles. Marcus Phillips, 33rd overall to the Red Sox. He was a Saturday pitcher for Tennessee. There you Yeah, huge day, man. Zach Root went to the Dodgers. Dude, you remember Root from Arkansas? Dude, the Dodgers at 40 and 41, they took Zach Root from Arkansas, and then they took Charles Davlin, the left fielder from Arkansas. So, yeah, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to just read those out loud, but, yeah, it was huge, man. TJ, the Jays got JoJo Parker. See, Money, speaking of Buxton, he's a Georgia native, probably really proud returning back to the area in the spotlight. It's a great call. Speaking of Tennessee, boy Juwan taking it to the Niners, trying to secure the bag. Yes, he is. He deserves it. And a smart call. Do it once Debo Samuel's gone. Yeah. Okay. Brad, any final thoughts?
With soccer, it's just the next 2 days aren't that great. We have some of these difficult second leg Champions League qualifying, Europa League, Europa Conference League qualifying over the next few days. We'll have the MLS this weekend. We have the return of Denmark and Poland and a few of these other leagues that we really concentrate on as far as scoring. So they are coming back this weekend, which is really exciting. And then in 2 weeks, AB, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but it's called the Leagues Cup here in, I believe it's in the United States, not actually positive on that, but it's a competition versus Liga MX of Mexico and the United States. And it's a competition knockout round. You'll have tons of games each day, and it comes over an entire month. So it's kind of like this CWC, this Club World Cup, but it's featuring these teams over near us. So it'll give us something to look at, to bet on close to home for the next couple weeks as we anticipate the top flights of European football coming home.
Now we're talking. I love it. I love it. All right, we'll get out of here, man. Let everybody get on with their Monday. We'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern normal time, and we'll hit more of the bets for the home run derby tonight. Big Mo's good to see you, buddy. He likes Matt Olson in the derby, lefty and at home. I'm with you, man. Okay, all right. Brad, we'll get out of here, everybody. Best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. We will see you later this afternoon. Peace. Who's got it better than us? Nobody.